Good evening. It is I, Charles Moscowitz. Welcome to the program. You're welcome to call in. I'm doing an open line segment here. 339-244-3665. If you're out there, you're welcome to join me. 339-244-3665. The chat line is open as well here on Restream. The technology is a little new to me, so I'm not exactly sure how to direct people to the chat, but I think if you want to type something in, we'll see what happens, and I'll certainly be happy to answer it. Or you can call directly and go on the air with me through my Skype phone number. So, yeah, it looks pretty good, and I'm developing a new technology for the show. I'm really trying to improve things and step up my game a bit here at YouTube and Periscope and Facebook and Twitch and all of the subscribers. And of course, the program will continue to be archived on Podomatic and all of the subscribers there. You know, it's amazing what you can do now. In this wonderful day and age, we can create a whole media empire just with our laptop. So I'm happy to be doing it. It's what I love to do. I'm a former radio talk show host. I always wanted to create my goal in talk radio, and at times I kind of got near it, and I appreciate that, was over time to create a community where we could all talk to each other and be free and exercise our right to free expression and create and express our ideas, and to do so regularly. So this is just still in the experimental stage here, but I expect to establish a program that's regular at some point and that's at the same time every day, and to have guests on regularly. And I'm hoping that the sound and the look of it is better than it's been. I'll acknowledge that I've never been that good at that aspect, so trying to do my best to improve. Of course, the big story today is another shocker. President Trump said something that didn't make 100% sense, or he didn't express it in as artful a way as he may have, and now it's being blown up. Oh, he's telling people to drink Clorox or something like that. I mean, it's ridiculous. But this is what they do to Donald Trump. This is what they do to all of us who don't goose step to the left. If Obama was delivering a speech, even if the Georges were delivering speeches, or Clinton, or any other of the doyens of the establishment, they only run the really good piece out of context. They'll take a snippet of it where they sound good and look good, and they run that up on the news. And anything they might have said that was stupid or off the wall or not exactly right, that's ignored. Whereas with Donald Trump, it's the exact opposite. They will, I saw the press conference, and he gave a lot of very important information that was valuable. And yet the only little piece that they ran was when he kind of rambled a little bit at the end, and he made some rather incoherent remarks. And they're running it up the flagpole. Oh my, look at that. And it's worse than a disservice. It hurts the whole country. It hurts people who are trying to cope with the COVID virus. To say that he said something in the way that they claim he said it, it really wasn't true. He wasn't telling people to drink, Clorox. And then they announce this, he's so irresponsible. He's going to be, and then they're hoping somebody goes out and does drink Clorox so they can say, look, he killed that person. And, I guess this is, the proof to me for sure that how biased the media is, and I intend to call it out as best I can. I've always been interested in how the media handles situations, and I love the theater of politics and of listening to presidents and leaders speak publicly. And with Trump, it happens over and over again, where he speaks publicly, gives a lengthy presentation, And I see the whole thing, and I know they're going to find that little moment where they're going to grab some little thing he said that was off the mark. They're going to run it up the flagpole, and they're going to completely misinterpret it. The whole thing at Charlottesville is another one. Oh, he supports white supremacy. They're a complete lie, complete hoax. But it's become an article of faith for the left. They grabbed it, they ran it up, and they're going to kind of pound that one as long as they can, as long as he's in power. Maybe they think they've got another one now with the Clorox remark. Yeah, he told people to drink Clorox, and they're going to work that into like, oh, this is how he's handling the COVID crisis. When in fact, he's handling it quite carefully and quite brilliantly, actually. And he's not overreacting like the left would want him to do by creating martial law, by putting, people in concentration camps. I was reading an article in Medium. It was suggested to me by a liberal friend. Oh, this will help you be more enlightened to find out about the real truth about the COVID virus. It was posted on Facebook by a very liberal personal friend of my family's, and so I read it. And it was talking about various nations' response to the virus. And we hear how much South Korea is doing such a wonderful job, and they've really cut the virus almost down to nothing. Well, guess what? South Korea has a travel ban, a complete, total travel ban, both in and out of South Korea. You can't go in, you can't get out. Can you imagine if they did that here? And furthermore, South Korea has every citizen on a GPS track carrying a cell phone, a smartphone, and their status in terms of exposure to COVID is in that phone. And somebody, I think it's whether or not they have it or not, I think during the lockdown, if I understood the article correctly, if someone leaves their home and steps foot off their property, they can be fined up to $10,000 or they could go to prison for 1 year. Is that really the way we want to do it in the United States? So good, they have less COVID. Fine, congratulations. I mean, look, this is a terrible disease, but let's not do what the left and the authoritarians want us to do. Let's go out, let's operate with reasonable care, make sure we separate from other people for the time being, and keep ourselves, relatively free of touching, dangerous surfaces. Perfectly reasonable. And then hopefully, as the thing lets up, and I think it's going to as soon as the weather gets better, we'll be able to get back out again. Let's operate with prudence and care here. Anyway, I'm glad you came aboard. I'm experimenting again with my new system. I'm going to have guests on next week. I've got an interesting group of people that I'm lining up. And I'm just happy to be doing what I'm doing. And keep safe, everyone. But let's not get swept up in the panic propaganda, I guess you might say. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everyone. Check out my new website, charlesmoskowitz.com, and my books, which are available at amazon.com. Just put my name in the server, Charles Moskowitz. And have a great day, everybody.